Good morning and welcome to the Be Hood Sunday Devotional. Get your tea, get your groove on, get ready to celebrate with us. It is our joy as singers and musicians to come together in pure devotion for a cultural celebration that inspires folks to be who they truly came to be. Welcome y'all, yeah. Come on in. Well, we are grateful. We got some beautiful singers here. Great musicians. Welcome back, Kimball, Keith Rice, Rob McDonald, Rashid Bonnie, Naila Porter, Safi, Aida, Samia, Reese Whitaker, Patrice, Georgia Ann Muldrow. Yes. My name is Rickie Byars, and I'm grateful. In my soul, I'm grateful. Mm-hmm. Y'all grateful?
Yes.
Wow. I'm so grateful. So welcome to the B Hood. Nothing like that first song. You know, that first song. First song gets you going, boy. It's just like, yeah, we do this. We gather here like this. And it's just so wonderful. It's my favorite day. And but we don't just do it today. It's like everything we did through the week is loaded into this day. Come on. Right? Mm-hmm. Right? You know, it's like, hey, welcome back, Reese. Thank you. Took a little vacation. And welcome, Naila Porter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So we, you know, I got a list, but I'm just going to kind of like just go for it because it's so good. The songs today are so good. They're just really good. So come on in and just be with us. I wrote this song, but it sounded like other songs I've written, so I didn't complete it. But it was just like wherever I am, that's where I am. You know, whoever I'm being right now, that's who I'll be. Well, it was called "What Shall I Be?" Who shall I be? You know, who I am right now is who I shall be. You know, who I am right now is who I shall be. Who I shall be. You know, it's one of them kind of songs. So you know, yeah, you like that? Yeah, well, you know, we'll work on it. But for right now, we're gonna do Where I'm Bound. Okay, we're gonna do Where I'm Bound because it's kind of like one of those songs. And when we talk about Where I'm Bound, it sounds to some like we're talking about where I'm headed, and it is true. It's where it was written with that intent because it was written in honor of Dominique Dunn, who was murdered in that wave of. Well, the wave is always going right now, unfortunately, in this country. But when he was shot down by the police and in Seattle, and he was the nephew of Curtis Bird, who was playing drums in the band at that day. And so Curtis was coming, and but we had heard about his cousin, and so this song was written. So it's like Where I'm Bound. It's kind of like, you know, I will be in the arms of God. So it was really for the spirit that had moved on. I don't know if y'all know that, but it was for the spirit that had moved on. That was what the spirit that song was written. But now it's way more than that. It's where I'm going. But I want to say right now, you know, we just want to be in the arms of love wherever we go, wherever we are. So we could change it to Where I Am, but it don't sound as good as Where I'm Bound. So you know, I just kill Where I'm Bound because that sounds better. We did this on my birthday and it sounded good without the band a little bit, right? Yeah. Where I'm bound, where I'm bound, where I'm bound, where I'm bound, I will be in the arms of love. Where I'm bound, 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 I will be in the arms of love. Where I'm bound. a circle going round, like the wheels on the freedom train, on holy ground, holy ground. I will be in the arms of love. Let me be, 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 let me be. Who I am, let me, let me, let me be. So the great teacher out of India named Ramana Maharshi says, our real nature is liberation, but we imagine that we are bound. That's a different kind of bound. Not where I'm bound, not where I'm, but we imagine that we are enslaved. We imagine that we are bound. We make strenuous efforts to become free, although all the while we are free. Like, no one else can really determine. You got to get free here. And then you can get free in the ways that you came to be free. Now, so for me, the world was really a cookie cutter for a while, and I didn't understand the different levels of what's going on here. And I felt like, well, if a person is in prison, he can't be free. And I know some people who are very free in their mind. They don't have the facility to go beyond that stupid prison industrial complex, which is just something that was created that was horrible. But they have gone in here so expansive, helping people inside and helping people outside, informing how things can go and how things can be. They have found the freedom that is inside the soul. And it designs how they would land in love again. I wrote that, but George was like, that's my mama ringing her bell. But it flows through. I didn't make it up. I catch it. And I think that's what we get to do when we're in the arms of love, when we see ourselves in joy, and just when we're able to dwell in it, when we're able to get on with it, and not being caught by the pictures of this small world. It's a very small world. So
It's real.
Yeah.
Do you think that the concept of original sin is part of that?
Yeah. I mean, whenever the world is defined in terms of sin, I'm saying sin as we get it here. I hear some teachers go like, well, then you got to go to the etymology of sin and what it means and originally. But most of the time when people hear sin, we don't go to Greek and Latin. Yeah. We go to pretty much what we have heard sin to be. Right. We were born in sin, original sin. I mean, those are all concepts that somebody made up, just like good and bad. But there's something beyond original sin. There's a whole world, like when there was no time. You know, before the numbers, before one and God is one, you know, it was like, it was way more. It was like, it wasn't defined in those terms of one and many or whatever. Those are things that we design to make sense of creation so that we can function. So here's to the great teachers and great concepts, but not the ones that enslave us. And I think anything, I think when something enslaves your thought and makes you think that you got to do this or you're not good, it's like you are good. You are made good. You're not good because you didn't eat meat on Friday.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You ate fish. That made you better. And I know people who walk with an air that they're highly favored, and that's a concept too. And it's great to think you're favored. It's great to think that you're blessed. Those are great terminology. But I'm highly favored, you know, and you highly favored too.
Absolutely.
So if everybody highly favored, I mean, I really think we highly flavored. I think we're highly flavored. You know, I like it.
That's right. Well, some of you don't have the same shape.
You know, highly flavored. You know, it's like if highly favored said they picked me, but they didn't pick you. You know, I mean, highly favored feels like that. You know, like they
Highly flavored said we was all in the pilot.
Exactly. You know, I'm telling you, I got a lot of abuse that I'm healing from. So this is the beauty.
That's right.
You know, but I remember when I was a little kid. I remember the kids that were highly favored. They didn't look like me. They didn't look like me at all. They, you know, it was like they, you know, they started looking at me when I started singing. I started singing, and I got a little favor. You know, but it's like, but God loved me before those qualifications.
Oh, that's deal.
You know, because you this or that, you highly favored, you did this, you highly, you know, hey, so we can make it make sense to us according to our belief and our traditions. But here in the B-hood, we're all favored. You know, I mean, we all, because we being ourselves, our true self. So, you know, that's what I think. Anyway, I'm grateful to be.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're a therapist, so you see it all the time. You know, people who have identified with a lesser, because they've been treated like they were lesser, and they just kind of begin to develop.
Oh, I've been there.
You know, to percolate to it. It's like, and we're here to remind you that who you are is beautiful.
That's right.
You know, so get on the freedom train.
That's right.
Yeah, get on the freedom train. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So when we sing about God, we just be saying it's real.
We sing these songs of jubilation because our hearts have been set free. The gift of God is alive within us. The joy, the peace, the majesty. We're learning to love, to learn how to live. For within the Spirit, love is all there is. So pure in heart, and now we dwell with gift of vision. We now can tell
And so for all of us who have loved ones and folks on the thread who may be going through some things, some challenges. Sometimes they're mental, physical, emotional. Right where you are, we know that God is real. So those of you who are online with us in the chat, there's someone whose name you want in prayer. Folks put names in last week. We prayed for them. We're praying now. Right now. Knowing for each and every one of us and them that God is real. Life is real. And magnificent. And love, full of love. They are real. They are magnificent. Filled with life. Divine and holy health. All needs met. So it is. Wow, we're having a wonderful moment in this behood, this feeling. It's like,
Yeah.
so good. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. I'm taking my you're terrific cup. You're terrific.
The B Hood says, welcome back, Reese. We love you.
Yeah.
Welcome, Nyla Porter. You're in the house. We have Karen Held on.
Hey,
Q
now.
Smith is on. We live again in a circle going round and round. That's Laverne Williams talking to
Hey,
us.
Laverne.
And, you know,
Laverne is-
Rashid, you got a shout out from Laverne. She's loving everybody in the B Hood. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Miss Janetta Mulder. She had a close call yesterday, and I'm glad that God was able to have me there to help her be with us a little bit longer. So
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah. So as soon as, what's her name?
Janetta Mulder.
Janetta Mulder.
That's
Here's-
Jackie. That's Jackie's mom.
Okay, all right. Mama Janetta, thank you. The arms of love are all around you. So we thank God for that, and just see everyone with a divine flow of joy in all areas of our lives. May we be blessed and be a blessing to others. Hey, I want to thank you for your support very much. We appreciate it. And because we use the donations that you send for our operational costs, our operational expenses, so that we can do what we do. They help us with our B Radio. Y'all been listening to B Radio ever?
Yes.
Hey, go on B Radio sometime. I mean, everybody need to go on there at least once or twice a day. Help our numbers rise. Yeah, it's good. B Radio is good. And a lot of people in the thread, they listen to the radio station, and when the radio station went off the air, there was this big, and now we are back on. So check it out. And we have a really wonderful person in the room, Mike Ryan. Mike Ryan is here. And Mike was one of the main, a lot of men hit me up. They were like, is B Radio coming back on? B Radio is special to us. And it's like, so that was important. And they helped to make it work. So Mike Ryan and Mark Huffman, Dee Dee Skies, right where you are, brother. I call him Eminem. And Lona Elias and the programmers that are coming on board, so that we have, hey, I'm telling you, it's good. So if you ride somewhere and you're listening to whatever station and you go like, I want to hear some beautiful music, something eclectic that's not in your Some of y'all don't have no CD players anyway. But, you know, you go to beradio.org and you find a whole lot of stuff that ain't in your flow. I mean, they blast Alice Coltrane. I mean, they get down of so many great pieces, man. And it's 24/7. So go steady with B Radio. That's right. Go steady with B Radio. The sound of inspiration 24/7. And you know, sometimes you find these songs, man. Did I talk about Johnny Mathis last week? I don't think I did. I don't think I talked about Johnny Mathis last week. I mean, because music makes it happen. So our music and what we're listening to is what's informing our awareness. Hey, Brother Young Bean out there, welcome.
All right.
How's the Queen doing?
She's on her way.
All right now, yeah. All right. So the Queen, our Queen Elder, her name is Queen, but Mama Queen, the Queen Mother, she took a spill, and at 94, but she's healed. She's healing. But it was quite a. She broke her pelvis bone. She fractured it. But these bones in the elders, they come back stronger than they were, so they can mend. So we just see her mending. But here's a shout out to Lava and her mother, Miss Virginia, who made her transition. Miss Virginia passed at 97. And this is a real short story from Lava. Lava was telling me the story about her mom, like about 2 months before she passed, before her legs began to go out on her. And Miss Virginia, she used to come to the community sings that Arne would have at the Crenshaw Church over there. We would meet over there sometimes on Tuesday evenings. And Lava would be there with her mom, which I loved, but I had no idea the woman was like in her late 90s, because she was like all about it. And she'd come to Hot and Cool when we were there. She'd be there with Lava, and she loved to hear my mom sing. Lava said when my mother would sing, she was like, what? When she first heard my mom, she was like, well, all right now, you know, all righty now. So Lava said 2 months before her mother passed, she just put on some music that her mother was kind of just sitting around and doing whatever it was. She was just being. And she put on Chances Are by Johnny Mathis. And her mother stood up and started to dance.
Oh, okay.
And Lava danced with her. She danced with her. She said she held her and her eyes were closed. And she was listening to Johnny Mathis sing Chances Are. I mean, it did something for her. She loved that song. Y'all see, these young people don't even, y'all know what Chances Are.
She about to hit Chances Are right now.
Chances are, you're, cause I wear a silly grin the moment you come into me. Yeah. Chances are you think that I'm in love with you. I remember when I heard that, I was a teenager, but it didn't sing like that. It was Johnny Mathis. Just because, my composure, so to speak. I mean, he was smoother than what's his name? What's the one?
Billy Eckstein.
Oh yeah, Billy Eckstein too. But I was thinking about somebody more contemporary. He was smoother than all of them. Johnny Mathis was smooth. Billy Eckstein. They used to sing really in a romantic kind of beautiful thing that he sang, and you just feel like the world was possible.
Yeah.
As a teenager, I remember hearing it. I was like, man, I had a crush on somebody. Nobody knew I had a crush. And I was just thinking, when that song came on, it just described my heart, right? So we got a little of those songs in the B Radio line. We have a few of those, So when you turn on and you hear a little Gloria Lynn, don't get bent out of shape. That's part of who we are too. It's all inspirational, but she won't be talking about how the man left her and didn't leave her no money. You got to go to the blues station to hear that one. Okay. And they'll even make that sound good, because it's part of us, somebody's story. How we hanging, bud? Okay, who can you trust? Okay, it's like, no, B Radio is inspiration. We're not doing the beat up on this. So you go to beradio.org and we're wrapping Lava in prayer as she continues to release her beautiful mother, Miss Virginia. And Safi, as she continues to release her mother too. Yeah. All right. I'm so calm right now. I'm just like, How you doing, Mike, over there?
Fantastic.
Welcome to the Be Hood, my brother.
Grateful to be here.
Yeah. You feel like singing, Bob?
Always.
All right.
Okay, well, let's do, how about that one? Y'all remember that part?
Yeah, you let me pull up something else.
Every valley shall be exalted. Every mountain lay low. I'm living in the desert, and the roses blooming on the highway. For my God, moving on the highway. For my God. That's okay, that's what we can start again.
I got it again. Come on.
You need the drum beat. That's what it is, a drum beat.
Radiant faith is my friend today. I see my life in a different way. I'm not excited, and I'm not crawling in despair. I'm better than I have been.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everybody. Wow. I gotta do a little something. The ground. This joy is amazing. So I'm looking at this. I don't even know the music of the Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know the music of the Wu-Tang. But the Wu-Tang Clan is so loved and known that, I don't like to look at television that's violent. I just don't do it, I don't look at television. But when I do look at, like, just to come back in and see what the world might be looking like, right? Or just to kind of decompress from, to do something totally different than what I've done. I went to Hulu and there was the Wu-Tang Clan up there. And the story of the Wu-Tang, right? And so I'm going like, so there's RZA and, everything. I know RZA. When I say names, but Method Man name didn't come up as one of the producers. It's him and somebody else, right? Somebody named C, somebody C.
Yo, teach the science. You know the deal. You know who produced it and who rapped.
Well, the name come up every time. So I looked at 4 episodes. Because it's not the kind of thing where you can look at it like you can you know how you just look at episodes and after. I can't look at it like it's so much. You did?
Oh, absolutely. I love the Wu-Tang.
I do too, but it was a lot for me to take in. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nerd to the rich, so I'm looking at it, and plus I had other things to do. But I'm gonna get back to it. But I've done 4 episodes, and just looking at, and I haven't even got to the good part. I'm in the part that's. Well, I won't say this. It's all good in the mind of God, but the part that I'm looking at is the very tumultuous. This is the hard days. This is like Stapleton, the project, everything, and the grief and the things that were happening. It was like the stuff that some of us lived through today in this group. It's like they're in those formative years of their life. They were teenagers and, learning how to make a living, doing what they were doing. So I'm looking at all this, and so then Rob is like, and everybody's so beautiful with highway, moving on the highway, and I'm thinking about what your journey must have been like, coming, but we're looking at the story of the Wu-Tang Clan, but everybody got a story, I'm glad they put their story out there. So and that's the thing, is that they put their story out there. And there's one part in it where he is like a little boy and he goes to live with his aunt and uncle in North Carolina. It was too familiar and it was too close. Because I was looking at it and I know how that little boy felt, especially when he got that beaten. I know what that feels like, and how he didn't want to sleep in the dark. And so he got these fireflies and put them in a jar. So, because he got beaten because his aunt didn't want him to leave the light on.
Right.
And so they turned the light off, but he turned it on when he sounded like that went to sleep. Well, he got a little whip about that. She wasn't no play. She wasn't no joke. So then at the end of it, at the end of this part I'm talking about, he puts the fireflies in a jar and just uses that as his light. And I'm thinking about all them lightning bugs we killed in the South. Remember lightning bugs?
Yeah.
Man, we killed all the lightning bugs in Charlotte. Because you can't even find fireflies in Charlotte like you used to. I think we killed them in 1955. Because we made bracelets. We made bracelets. I mean, we didn't know. They were just beautiful to us, But is fireflies like part of the fly family?
I don't even know.
Because we didn't kill the flies. Probably the DDT killed the flies, But anyway.
Well, did the light come off when you made did
Eventually.
you just put the light on?
No, the light.
You put the whole bug on?
No, you put the bug. Yeah, you put the bug on. You just
string.
connect them to
They
each
put on a
other.
string, they was doing the most.
Well, I forget what we did.
Yeah, right, okay. I'm just checking.
I don't remember how we did it. I just remember I had a
You said
bracelet.
needle and thread for real? Like,
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we didn't. I didn't sew. I still don't sew that good, So, but it was like it was something we did to make that lightning bug bracelet.
Right.
But anyway, I was looking at the Wu-Tang Clan, and the way they did this movie is so brilliant. That music is the thing that brings them out. Music.
yeah.
It's a thing that brought them together.
Yeah.
Music, and I haven't even gotten to that part, but I can feel it's going there.
Right.
You know, and the music brought us together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, music.
Yes.
Might have a Wu-Tang track for B-Radio.
I was on the program with Rickie. I was on the program with Rickie. I shared the stage with Rickie. So, but he wasn't doing his thing. He was speaking. You know, but he was very low key. Just like they really got the right character. Because from what I remember of my few minutes with RZA behind stage at the California Endowment, he was. I didn't put on my makeup today. Oh,
You look
okay.
good.
All right. Okay. All right. All
Out
right.
here glowing still.
I'm saying.
I'm just seeing this grease, but anyway,
Glowing like the moon.
you know, they're cute. You're young, but RZA, you know, RZA looked like
You in the B-hood. You see what I'm saying?
the character that they put in looks like reminded me of him. Thank you, Chacha. What you talking about, young?
Hey, you know Wu-Tang, they refer to themselves as killer bees too, right?
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
So I mean,
Oh,
you know what I
really?
mean? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
Just tell me.
Man, look at that.
There you go.
We gotta open it up, Mike. We gotta bring in the Wu-Tang.
I can't believe it. Jamal.
It's a soft song.
I told my son to dress up when I took them to the White House, and he wore his Wu-Tang shirt.
But people love, but they love them because they carried something. You know, because they stood in something, they became themselves. You know, and they delivered. You know, they delivered to the world. So here's a shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan. I remember ODB, may his soul rest in peace. You know, yeah. This is a good time for Miss. You can say anything you want to. Okay.
Up above and star below, star in my mind and dreams that glow. Holy designer, lighten and lead me, love and conceive me in darkness and light. Stars above and star below, stars in my mind and dreams that grow, yeah. Holy designer, lighting me, love and conceive me, strengthen and breathe me in darkness and light, in darkness and light. Darkness, ooh, yeah.
Yes. Be good. I know you loving this morning. This is a special morning. Wow. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Safi. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Santos, you ready? You ready? We have a reading by Santos. Now, Santos was a little, when I first met him, he was a little baby. You know, we had our first KUUMBA gatherings like years ago, and he was Sophia's baby. And so sometimes Sophia would come and she'd bring her kids, and some other parents would come and they would have their children. And so Santos was a little boy with these incredible eyes. And so this is my friend Santos. Welcome to the Be Hood. Okay, so they can see. Okay, so you're gonna turn this way. This is Santos, and Santos. Okay, Santos, come here behind the microphone. Watch your step. Step over there. Sometimes he fills in for Jeff when Jeff has to do other things.
Yeah.
Jeff has taught him how to do it. So you're gonna do. Oh, I thought you were gonna do this one. Remember that first one? Okay. Right? Okay. Now let's.
Okay.
You got such a great face. We just gonna do this.
Today, I take a break from work and everything else I need to do. I give myself a permission to step back from being busy and just have some fun. Fun can come from everything that warms my heart or tickles my funny bone. Perhaps I'm in the mood for a game with friends. Maybe I like to tackle a creative pursuit or play with my children or grandchildren. Even reading a book can be a quiet kind of enjoyment. My light-hearted spirit can make any activity fun. I can find it in everything. Anything that brings a smile to my face and joys to my heart. My happiness depends my awareness of God. Fills me with enthusiasm and contentment. Enjoying myself means I fully in the world. I feel fully in the world and fully in God. In God. Go eat your bread with enjoyment and drink your wine and a merry heart. Wine with a merry heart. For God has long ago approved what you do.
Yes. That's so Ecclesiastes. Thank you. Go ahead, He read the whole thing. He was just supposed to read the first paragraph about have some fun. You know, he read the whole thing. Thank you, Santos. Good job. Yeah. Wow. Man.
He's like the wine part.
With a merry heart.
I'm gonna have some, wine with Mary later.
Kombucha. Listen, sometimes after sitting at the piano, this piano just does not do it. Just doesn't do it. It just feels like there must be more. It's like there's more. Hey, can I tell you a quick story? Okay, quick story. So here's a shout out to Curtis Robertson and his meditation group. And Arne Batson was their guest yesterday. And I was just tuning into their group. And they have like 30 minutes meditation and then 30 minutes activities, poets and different people who come on board. And so when it was Arne's time, it was a Zoom. So, you know, here's a shout out to people who do Zoom, inspirational Zoom programs, keep people inspired. Like, well, we don't do Zoom. So anyway, I'm walking, listening to Arne. I'm walking down the street, you know, going down my neighborhood, minding my business, and I turned the corner and there was a piano on the curb. A piano. Arne's singing, and she's singing, what's that song? We shall not be moved, you know.
Yeah.
We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. So she's singing, I walk on the piano, so I start playing the piano with her. You know, I'm on the street, because, you know, it's a beautiful piano.
Yeah.
But it's on the curb, so I'm just figuring that they're moving this piano. And I figured they wouldn't get too mad with me sitting up there playing on the piano, right? So I'm playing the piano, we shall not be moving. Then this big gigantic garbage truck shows up.
Oh, man.
They were coming to get the piano. And I'm going like, so I was like, you can't take this piano. So I threw myself on the piano. I was like, you can't take it. I should not be moved. You cannot take this piano. You know, and they were like, but man, we came to get the piano. I said, well, who does it belong to? And they looked at their papers, and it was like the house that was right behind it. And they were undoubtedly getting rid of it to make space for something else. Nobody played the piano, and you could tell that, you know, well, anyway, I don't want to give the story away. So I was like, no, I'll take the piano. I'll take the piano. You know, and they were like, we came to get this piano, man. I said, no. I said, call the man. Call with a Georgia face. No. You know? No. So I gave him the number, and they called the person, and the person came out. His name was Robert. So Robert came out, and Robert, I was like, they coming to get I said, I want to buy the piano. And I said, I give you $50 for the piano. I didn't give him no $50.
Come on.
You know, he said, okay. You know, he said, okay. I said, I'll take the piano. So I came back home, because it's right around I walked back home.
Yeah.
I got on the phone right away, and I found some movers. It's something else. That Google is no joke. You can do almost anything on Google. Google will show you everything you need, man. You know, you just got to ask the right question. You know, you got to ask it the right way. I got the right movers. I know this was a long way from Ecclesiastes. But anyway, so I got the movie. They came, the movers came this morning and picked up the piano, you know, and I didn't tell you the middle part last night. Somebody, a beautiful being who does homes and all that kind of decoration stuff, she went and looked at the piano. She said, I know the people who come and clean up this piano. And I said, hey, this is great, because some child needs that piano. That's why I was going to read a story, but I couldn't find it. But I have a story about myself and pianos. I always wanted a piano, didn't have one. And I went through life with a little thing on a chip on my shoulder. Because I meet people like Rashid. He got a piano.
Right.
He ain't got more talent than I got. But I didn't get no piano, right? You know, so I had if I had a piano, if I had lessons, if I had this. And then I realized the pianos were everywhere I went. At school, they were at the church, they were at my auntie's house, and I just would get on there and be playing those little, them kind of things, and little things do, yes. All those things was my childhood. So I see this piano, and little Rickie said, that piano can't die. They were gonna churn it up.
Oh, right then and there?
Right there.
Good God.
That's how, yeah. They were going to churn it up. It was just going to be, I was like, no, the plant ancestors say, that's us. And the tusks from the elephants is ivory keys.
Oh, yeah.
They say, that's us. We're in there. So, okay, that's a long story, but the piano is right in there. I can't wait to see it. They delivered it to the B Hood this morning. And one day soon, when we get it all fixed up and shined up and everything, then we'll give it to Santos and Kendall and Michaela.
So you didn't have to stand out there and watch it overnight or nothing like that.
I went and put plastic on it and he had already put sold.
Oh, okay. See what I'm saying?
You know, he already put sold.
Because you know another Rickie might have came by later.
You know, yeah. You know what? You know what? Yeah, now, yeah. When they would do that research, see how much it cost to move it, they would have been like, no. Yeah, it cost $500.
Wow.
Yeah.
But by the time I got home, somebody had given me 3 times that.
Come on.
3 times what the cost of that. You see how the universe works? That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in that short, come on, y'all better be singing these songs. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I ain't up here, So, yeah. So I hear my sister was like, okay, Rickie, get back to the music now. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the Spirit. On the Spirit. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the Spirit. Talking with your mind. Talk among yourselves. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Y'all give it up for Mama Rickie, y'all. Give it up for Mama Rickie. Mama Rickie. Yeah. Y'all give it up for Mama Rickie. Yeah, y'all give it up for Mama Rickie. Let's open up to, how about we do a share? How's it looking in the V Hood, G Viz? What's going on, man?
We got lots of folks in on the B Hood, both on YouTube and Facebook. So they're catching up with us, and we got love from Atlanta. We got love from who else we got out here? We got Compton Nikki. house.
Nikki, hey sis.
Just Erica's in the house.
Hey.
Q Smith is with us again,
Q
and all the
Smith.
folks over on Facebook. Let's see what we got on Facebook. They're over here too. Let's see what we got. Oh look, I can't find them now. But the B Hood is alive.
It's
It's
alive.
alive. It is
Right
alive.
on.
Let's see what else we got on here.
Hey, Uncle Rob.
Yes.
How you doing, Mr. McBase? How you feeling?
I'm with my hands mostly, but yeah.
I'm
good.
Hey, you hanging in there?
You know, no, I stopped hanging, some years back. Now we don't hang no more.
So what do we do now?
We just kind of stand there.
We just.
Yeah, we just stand there. You know, that hanging thing, you always get tired. I got tired of hanging there.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm just gonna
It's
be in.
sustainable.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I can do it.
What y'all talking about?
Everything.
Sustainability.
Yeah, sometimes.
You walking?
What you say?
Walking.
What y'all talking about? Sometimes when we're done and I look at the what we've done, and I'll see something, I was like, man, I didn't see that there. I would have moved it. And it gets picked up on the camera. But I'm just saying, I'm just knowing nobody saw the dead flowers.
As soon as it sound.
It just shows that we celebrate it all.
Yeah, this was, they still.
Celebrate it all.
Yeah, we
Celebrate it all. Baby's rep is out here representing though. That's why
these
it's
are
still
great.
standing firm.
No, these are great over here.
Okay.
I was talking about those. But it's all good. It's all good. Only here for God. That was beautiful. These voices are just so magnificent. In the B-Hood, what did y'all get to read out? They're with us?
Oh, it's live in there.
Man, this is really good. Birthdays. Who's got some birthdays up in here? Sagittarius and Scorpios, they didn't get the love that the fire signs got. You know what I mean?
Christmas. Everybody forget about them.
No, the Scorpios got it. We said the Scorpios. What are you, Baba?
I'm Scorpio, darling.
Oh, well, yeah. When was your birthday?
26, 45.
10/26.
45, yeah.
All right.
45. That's right.
10/26.
Oh, he's October. He's an October Scorpio. Oh, all right. He was born 6 years before me. Well, I have to do some math. Okay.
Oh.
10/26. I was trying to say. Okay. Yeah. Happy birthday. Happy Parents' Day. But we have the Sagittarians coming up here. The fire signs coming up. And any Sagittarians in the house?
Okay.
Like you said.
Of course.
When's your birthday?
December 8th.
All right.
December 8th. All right, so Mike got a birthday coming up. If you got a birthday coming up this week, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You are singing this song one time. He was in the audience at Agape and we did a happy birthday song. And he was like, he was really into it. Everybody was singing happy birthday. The band was killing. But when we hit this part, you are one, and he looked around like. He was like, wait a minute, wonderful. And everybody was like, the whole audience was like, you are wonder, because that's what I used to do.
Right.
And it was so the way we did it. Because instead of happy birthday, I said, no, we said, you are wonderful. And he was like, okay.
I'm wonderful.
All right.
Well, he shouldn't mind too much. His name is in Wonderful.
That's what I'm
Hey. Oh, you're right. You are wonderful. He probably thought we were talking about him. You are wonderful.
Word. Like he was loving that.
They say my name wrong.
I was looking for Stevie Wonderful.
That was Jen.
That was Jen.
That was fire.
Come on now. Harmonize, harmonize our destiny. Harmonize our destiny. We got to do it somehow. Harmonize our destiny. Harmonize, yeah. Harmonize, our destiny. Harmonize, yeah. Our destiny. Gotta harmonize, yeah. Our destiny. Harmonize, yeah. Our destiny, yeah. It's so good, so good. Say, so you know, if you're, we're kind of asking everybody. Hey, y'all back there. Hey, she's not here though.
Queen's here.
Yep.
Queen's here.
Yep.
She's here.
Right there.
Oh my God, you're here.
She's right there.
Hey, Queen.
She's over there.
I'm going over there.
That's right.
Tell me, we're doing some harmonizing of some destiny. So, you know, come on, and you harmonizing your destiny too. We're inviting you to go to youtube.com/Rickie Byars, and you can subscribe there. Our subscription rate is way up, and we're thanking you. I'm wondering though, so is the chat alive? Sometimes the chat, so the chat is live because you're reading from it, so that's really good. Some people go to Facebook. If you want to go to the fan page, right now we have a fan page that you can get on without having to be part of Facebook. You just put facebook.com/the Rickie Byars, THE, the Rickie Byars. And that will get you in without having to be a member or having, any friends or anything. Those of you who are friends of mine, you can be on there too, but I just wish everybody would be in the same place so that you could be chatting at the same time. Because that would be great. And you can do that on YouTube, but do it wherever we're gonna be going live on IG and Instagram pretty soon for folks who do Instagram. So wherever you talking, just be talking about God and about harmonizing our destinies, and whatever your conversations, they'll be good, because you're there. So thank you. Check out your Instagram every now and then. I'm not so big on Instagram, but I'm getting better, and so I'm putting little movies there. We have quotes and songs of the week, and the song for this week is Grateful. Grateful to be grateful. And we do these songs so that they will be with you, and so that they can carry you through. So you already know because you're already on. Here's a shout out to Gina and the people at SOS, the movers that move the piano. I talked to them a lot just because it was an online kind of operation. And so there was some things that they still didn't get quite correct. Like they didn't give my address, but they got the address of where the piano was. So they called a lot just so everything was right, And so that meant I talked to Gina a lot yesterday. But Gina went and checked out the B-Hood. She doesn't went to YouTube. She checked out. I didn't tell her to do none of that. But she was ambitious. She looked ahead. She was like, well, let me see. She probably said, oh, she's got a voice that sounds like Shaka. Let me see what she do.
Right.
No, she didn't say that. I don't sound like Shaka.
Let me see what she do. That's the part I'm saying.
But she went to check it out. And then she said, so when she called me, one of the 5 times she called me, she was like, oh my God, I went to check out your profile and your music. I've been on YouTube. She's like, oh my God, I'm just so, and then it became like everybody really wanting to get that piano here. Yeah. And they were there at 8 o'clock this morning to get that piano, man. It was just, and they lifted it beautifully. So I told Gina I was going to shout out. Here's a shout out to Gina and Lex and all the people at SOS. Yeah. I'm going to read something. This is just a little bit, something from my journal. Thank you to Kira, who is, I think Takira knows Stu, your piano player.
Stu Perlman, yeah.
Yeah. And she gave me these books. Oh, and and now I know who she is, Takira. So Takira gave me this little journal for my birthday. And I just wrote it in, something just hit me this morning. It says, she called me a fairy girl. That's my daughter. Sometimes she says, you like the fairies. Like fairies. Because the fairies used to show up for me when I was a kid. And they did. They woke me up every morning. So I know y'all don't,
Oh, we fairy gang up in here.
Yeah, y'all know about it. I could tell y'all know about it. So she called me a fairy girl, the one the fairies love to surround and inform. The guardians of her inner GPS, the divine and soul cosmic ancestors, that's who they are. Yeah. The ones who won't incarnate as humans or as grandmas or grandpas. They dwell in the secret place of the Most High, God. And when I intend to dwell, rise, and live from there, then it is that I dwell with the little fairies of joyful vibration, the highest frequency of the universe, And it's just like I'm just here in honor of the ancestors I knew. My mom, I didn't know my grandmothers, but my grandmothers know me. My great-grandmothers, they know me. My great-grandfathers, they know you. They know us all. Mm-hmm. All that came before us, they recognize us. Mm-hmm. And we're here representing. Absolutely. And I'm so thankful that we could be here together. Kimball, welcome back. Yeah. You are such a great drummer. Really? A rhythm keeper. Yes. Come on, let me just see one little bit. Just one little. Look at that. Come on, killing me. He's a killing me, ain't he? Killing me. He put his mask on. He said, they can't take it. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. So then after we all gone, everything going, he take it up. I'm going like, we get more money when they can see your face.
Wow, that turns into something else.
I'm sorry.
We love you, Lord.
Yeah, I know. I just
We
went.
love you, Lord.
At the drop of a dime.
It's gonna help. I'm gonna help everybody.
All right, look at that beautiful face. Look at that gorgeous face. I'm honoring the ancestors right there. Here's a shout out to Mama Hill and her book. She got a lot of people that ordered her book. It's called Legacy of Love, and it's a book of stories and recipes that her mother used to fix. And I love Mama Hill. I also love voicesforfreedom.org. I want to say, here's a shout out to voicesforfreedom.org. I didn't print out the stuff I wanted to read, but it was just a little bit about their progress, our progress in the last 5 years. I'm on their board of directors. They invited me to be on it. And what they do is abolitionist work in India. So we're not on the ground in there, but the people that we fund, and folks who through their tithing and generous donations actually fund the work of setting people free from enslaved conditions. People who are carrying the bricks and the stones for these granite tops that we have in our kitchens and in our bathrooms. Wow. You know, it's like little kids, and when they're in prison, but when they're enslaved. When they're enslaved, that's a whole nother kind of thing, but it's, you know, it's all somebody working you and not paying you for your time and your work. But a lot of people, so 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, we came together to support that work and starting a whole new organization, Voices for Freedom. Before that, Peggy Callahan was the co-founder of Free the Slaves. And so now they use the word enslaved. They don't even use the word slaves, which was, yes. You know what I'm saying. You know, but it's just so good to see thousands of people in 5 years, almost 5,000 people that have been freed.
That's amazing.
But but 5,000 is a lot of people.
I mean, when you know how few people it is that's doing, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And the teams, the people, the field. Here's a shout out to the field supervisors and all the people there in Nepal and the different areas. I don't want to say the names because you have to be really careful.
You gotta be careful
with it. But the work is beautiful. The work is beautiful, and I'm really honored to be like on the front line of that work.
Come on now.
To see how it does, you know. And so Voices for, the number 4, freedom.org. And just a little bit, I mean, I don't give a whole lot of money every month. Sometimes I give a substantial donation once a year, but I give a little money every month.
That's right.
You know, that little money is feeding children and doing, and you know, there are people everywhere that need help. So find the one that speaks to you, and that's great.
That's right.
You know, hey, and we hope the BeHood's speaking to you, and we appreciate your donations this way.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people look at what we do, but they don't share. You know, like a lot of people go to church, and when it's time for collection, they got up and went to the bathroom. Okay, you know, and then they come back at the end. So, you know, and they show up every week. But sometimes people didn't give because they didn't have it to give. You see, they didn't have it to give. But people have it, but they just kind of, the people I know who have it, they just don't think you need it. They think she's so fabulous, she don't need my money. You know? You're not giving your money to me. You're giving your money to the BeHood. You know, right? I don't need your money. You know, I got my own. You know, but we do need it for our operational expenses. We need to support what we love. You know, and it's a thing. I ain't never said in my life I don't need your money. It's like, no, I don't want that neediness. It's not what we're doing. We're doing share if you can. And otherwise, just be the best you can be wherever you show up. You know, that's the ultimate offering of one's life. You know, so my gosh, where does the time go? I wanted to do this song. This is a song that was often done. And they did it so well. I didn't do it so much. But here's a shout out to Bridget Bryant and Ayanna Stokes. When your shoulders have borne more than they can stand, and it seems you've been walking a land unknown. Go to God in a place beyond your fears. God is loving you. Be still and accept this prayer of love in your heart. When your shoulders have borne more than they can stand, and it seems you've been walking in a land unknown, go to God in a place beyond your fears, and accept this prayer of love in your heart. Stand on the rock of those who've gone before you, and those who hold you high in glory, and those who hold you close in prayer. Stand on the truth. God is the power. God is the way. God is the answer. Accept what has been given. It's the reason why we pray. And the things that held us back will disappear. And the veil of tears won't be heavy anymore. Yes, a life so torn apart can heal again. Trust in God. I know you will. You will. Accept this prayer of love in your heart. Oh, you accept this prayer of love in your heart. Hashtag Regasa. Rest in God and say amen. Hey, you guys have a good week ahead. Blessings be upon everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff, for coming this morning. Jamone, you're the bestest. Baby man. Thank you, Kimball. Class fee. So things are good at home? All right, welcome back. Ron McDonald, thank you.
Thank you.
So what's happening with the conference room? We come do it?
Yeah, I'm not to. Yeah, he's on vacation for
Okay.
holiday,
Okay,
and we keep missing each other.
okay.
I'm in his ear.
All right. So it's a shout out to the VCC on December 12th. We're going to meet somewhere if it got to be right here in this living room, okay? Thank you, beautiful singers this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's more than WopDatBEDoo, baby. Let's do that, do. Do that. Rashid, Lonnie, love you. Thank you, those who are with us this morning. May all be blessed. May all be blessed and may all find the way to love. And so it is, Ashe. Ashe. Thank you. What a beautiful day.